doing the donuts first.
What's going on, TrackShot Chat? I am here with ADRIAN Gilbert. ADRIAN, what's going on, brother?
How you doing, Fatty?
Not bad, man, not bad. I am dying to get back to New York and to get to San Filippo 8. I can't wait. It's one of my favorite shows of the year.
Yeah, it's gonna be a wild one this year. I can't wait either.
Now, how many cars are you bringing to the Derby?
A pile of them, really. Probably
Like we're looking at
8.
You're bringing 8 cars to the Derby?
Yeah, not just for myself. My daughter's gonna drive a couple of them too.
Like, how many are you and her running out of the 8?
All of them.
Oh, okay. So just you're bringing 8 cars for you and your daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I thought maybe you was bringing some for maybe a buddy here and there, but no, that's even better.
No. It's been a while since we derbied, so sort of kind of got a little bit of an itch. And
That sounds like
a lot of it has to do with it being the last San Filippo Smash, the last spinning wheel show, last of a lot of things. So that's a big reason also.
Now, Adrian, I know you've always been a big follower of spinning wheels. Not located in your area, right?
Well, I'm in New York, so yeah.
Well, I mean, but like, what's the travel for the show for the spin place?
The closest one to me is 45, 50 minutes away, and the farthest was 3.5 hours away.
No kidding. Wow. Now, what makes you want to follow their circuit? What makes you want to run for spinning wheels?
Well, I did it for a long time just because of rules, the payout. You know, we were just strictly county fairs up here that were put on by fire departments and people that did not know derby, nor did they derby. And you run all night long to win a feature for $400 or $500. And
Yep.
spinning wheels come on, and that's pretty much what their main goal was to change the county fair attitude that we had up here in New York, and they made it so we could go compete with a lot of other people from around the area, a lot of good competitors, and compete for real money. And that was why we did it. They did a little youth championship a few years ago, so my daughter was in youth back then, so we started doing a lot of youth and following them around trying to do that, and just kept on doing it. I'm not going to go run some podunk county fair show when I can go run a good show.
Oh no, I agree, man. There is, if somebody's never ran for a really good promoter and then ran for the fire department, like you said, it's a world of difference. I mean, just the atmosphere is different and everything. So no, I get that. I travel 2.5, 3 hours to run too, so I get it.
We did it last weekend. We went all the way up northern New York, and we ran for basically a fire department show, field day kind of thing. And in the long end, it didn't work out because of who put it on and this and that. But I'm not going to complain about it. It is what it is. I knew going up there what it would be, but it's just what you deal with. And when you go run a spinning wheel show, you ain't got to deal with that.
Right. Nope. I completely get. Now, Adrian, how did you even get into derbies? Did you have some family members run, or just seen it and just had to try it, or?
I was a kid that grew up in Sandy Creek, New York, which is where the Oswego County Fair was always held. And I rode my bicycle around town. And back then, you could ride around town and count 20 to 30 cars being built month prior to the Derby all around town. I mean, everyone Derby back then. That was when 150 cars showed up each night. And we had just heats of just station wagons back then. It was insane. But I grew up watching it, and I absolutely got hooked just from watching it. I don't know how or why. But I go there the day after on my bicycle, ride around, look at all the cars, look at how they bent. Didn't know nothing about nothing. Couldn't even tell you what one car was, but just was so intrigued with how everything about them. And I had no family that did it. My mother brought me every year to the Oswego County Fair, and we watched it. And I'd go to the state fair and watch that. And I could, and back then, the Oswego County Fair, if you didn't know anyone, you had to be 18 years old to even run. So I never even got to run until I was 18. But when I finally turned 18, I got my first car and I ran and got lucky. I think I won. I don't know what I did in the feature, but I've been hooked since.
What was your first car?
Ford Escort wagon.
No.
Yeah. Painted it like an American flag and left the horn in it and had a good old time.
What was it, 5-speed?
What
Was it, an automatic or a 5-speed?
Oh, it was automatic.
Oh man! Hey, at least you had a roof rack on it.
I've only ran one standard in all my derby and all my life, and that was, I think, a Beretta or a Cavalier. And I come down to second in the feature, and the clutch let out on me, and never won again.
No kidding. But Escort wagon started all this mayhem, huh?
Yeah.
Now, how long did you run, Adrian, before you won a derby?
Like a feature?
Yeah.
Won a real feature?
Yep.
I started running in 99 was my first year. In 2005, I won the Oswego County Fair V8 feature.
No kidding. Now, have you all
championship?
Now, with the state fair championship, is it anything like San Filippo, like the cup or anything, or is it just like was it just like a regular derby back then?
Back then, it was put on by JM Productions, and everyone knows about them. But everyone still went and ran just because it was a state championship. But if you qualify, I think you had to push. I can't remember if they took first and second, but from every county fair in the state, and the main features, if you won, I think first or second, you qualified for the championship heat at the state fair. And then they also did a couple of heats out there because that was the county that the Syracuse were the county fair. That was also like their county fair. So they did a couple of heats out there, so you could also go out and qualify if you wanted to, which I've done a few times. But basically, you qualified from all the county fairs, and if you didn't win your hometown county fair, next week you're run fair over the next county, try to qualify for the state fair. And we all chased it back then, and even though it was pretty much a shit show, we still chased it just because it is what it is. We didn't have nothing back then, you know?
Right. Yeah. You had to get that spot. That's for sure. Now, with that being said, you chasing that championship. How important is that cup? I see here in Ohio, we don't have the cup where you can run, a mini truck or a mini car, SUV. I think an SUV won last year, a hearse. The cup's a completely different ball game that I've never seen before. Why is that so important to everybody?
Most places, like if you're going, it's going to be one class of car, that you have to build. And this, you might be running against minivans. You're going to be running against little Camrys. They're going to be trying to rip your wheels off. You're running against everything.
Yeah, now, what do you think's going to win this year?
Me.
Oh, okay. I like that. Well, that brings me into another question. There's only been one guy to ever win the cup twice, right?
Correct.
And what's his name?
Mike Cleaner.
Man, he's a bad dude, ain't he?
He's He's absolutely still my hero as far as derbying goes. As far as the East Coast goes, the type of builds we have on the East Coast and the type of driving, you're not beating that man. He's
no.
Good.
I agree. He's out of PA, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't think anybody has a better record from Pennsylvania at the Bash than Klinger does. Between him and his wife, I mean, they come over there and just, they just dominated. I mean, it was insane. And
not only would
he
would win Mad Dog and win. Same with her, you know.
Yes. Klinger's one of the best out there, that's for sure. Now you're not going to let it die that way, are you? You're not going to let him be the only one, are you?
I'm going to give it everything I have. That's, you know, I'm bringing a pile of cars. You know, do I want to win that cup, that last one? Absolutely. I'd love to have that cup. So
now with the cup, traditionally you get to keep the trophy for a year and then they put your name on it, right?
Correct. Yes.
And I believe this year you get to keep the cup, but Jeremy and his family get to keep the trophy, right?
Yeah, that's their trophy. They started this thing, and then they own it. That's theirs, and anyone that thinks different should not be going anyways. So, whoever wins it, you know, you get to hold on to it for a whole year, like every one of us has. You get it for a whole year. Then you're gonna bring it back, and I'm sure Rick Hansen will paint that last person's name on it, and then Jeremy and Jody will get that trophy. That's their trophy, and you keep the top cup off it.
Because you get to keep the cup once you return it, right? They put a new cup on every year.
Yep.
Yeah. See, that's just something different that San Filippo does that nobody in the country does, man. I mean, that's why I love going there. It's so different. I mean,
it's basically a Stanley Cup. The way at it, you know, it gets passed around, and you get to keep your portion of it, and on it goes.
How's it feel when you walk in your shop and you look at that cup?
That's a very satisfying feeling right there. For that year that I had that whole piece up there, that was something you would stand back and just stare at, and yeah.
That's cool. Now, the flag behind you, how many of them do you have, Adrian?
Spinning wheels, Mad Dog flags, myself, I have 5.
And that's
apparently I turned into a bagger lately because I ain't got none this year.
I wasn't going to say it. I mean, I was at the Bash and stuff. I wasn't going to say it.
That brings me back to why I'm doing a pile of cars there also. Some cars are made to get to the cup, and some cars are to get some more of them right there before the season's over.
Oh, I like that. Now, you see, at San Filippo, we only interview Mad Dogs, Adrian.
Oh, that's good. I don't want to talk to you anyways.
Oh, you do too. You've been blowing me up since I gave you my phone number, man.
Oh, that's a lot. Now, I would want to talk to you about. I'm sorry to be interviewing my daughter, because she apparently drives harder than I do now.
Hold on. Before we go into that, because I got some things about that. We'll bring that back up here in just a minute. But back to the Cup, Adrian. It seems like it's. I don't want to say big name drivers. Let's say top tier drivers seem to win the Cup. Do you think that if there's a chance, the average Joe that just made it in there to win the Cup?
Yeah, there's always that chance. Just because there's so many different vehicles on the track for that Cup that, there's a very good chance that someone with a Camry or, just someone off that just stays hidden long enough and keeps it cool, they can make it to the end. I mean, the year I won, it come down to me and a Honda and a Camry. So
What was you in?
A Blizzard Bash car.
Oh my goodness. Oh, now see, now they don't let the big heavy kicker cars. How'd you get that thing in there?
Well, that was the last year. That's probably why they don't allow that no more.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, come on, Adrian.
Hey,
good.
I had to cut the kicker out.
Right. He said I had to cut the kicker. Yeah, because that made a difference when you hit that point we're riding a Honda. Like, did you feel bad?
No.
No, he said no.
In all honesty, you know, and I took a lot of shit that year because of the car I drove. But I also had the heaviest car out there. All the corners were slick mud holes, and I very easily could have buried that car. I actually had to drive it too. And
really,
I was told afterwards that I was thanked for not driving it like a complete asshole because I could have hurt someone with the car too, and I did not.
Nope, I agree with that. I agree with that. Well, good.
So, yeah, did I have the most built car out there? Obviously, everyone knows that. But I also had to drive the thing. I mean, that thing would get stuck if you even stood on the throttle. You know how heavy those cars are. So.
Oh yeah. Now, how many times have you ran in the Cup, Adrian?
Oh. I would say, I'm not sure if I made all of them. I would say pretty close to all of them. Though.
Yeah, because this is number 8.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to remember, but I think just about every year I would qualify something for the Cup.
Okay.
Sometimes it was just a beat-up Camry that had no life left in it, and I would be out there. I think that year John Stecker was out there in a Imperial hitting me. So.
Have you ever lost a Decker?
Yeah. He's too scared.
No or yeah?
He come up. No, I never lost to him. I don't even know if we've ever really run together enough. He come up to run with me this summer, and then there wasn't many cars, and it was sort of kind of a show, and he didn't want to scratch or dent his fresh car, so, you know, he put it on the trailer, and I called him everything but a little girl, and, you know.
Man, that's unfortunate. You know, that's real unfortunate. But okay, now let's get back to your daughter here, Adrian. Now, she's a badass. I'll admit it. I've walked to San Filippo, but dude, you threw her to the wolves. I mean, she went from running a youth division to go, hey, we're gonna go to the bash. See how you do there.
Yeah, I was supposed to sign her up for street stock, and I sort of kind of missed the ball on that one, and it was full. And so I just signed her up for Frank the Tank. Didn't tell her at first. Waited until she was all signed up, and then I told her, I said, hey, by the way, you're running Frank the Tank with me this year. And she was a little nervous.
I don't know if I the bash, but that's probably the most aggressive heat of the weekend.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and she did fantastic.
She did. I can't remember. I think she made it down to like somewhere around 7th. She was in the top 10.
What place did you get?
Not in the top 10.
He said not in the top 10. She's carrying the team. So are you kind of passing the torch, Adrian, or you just got your new running buddy?
I got a new running buddy for a few years. I got a couple more left in me. I have a couple bucket list things I want to do, and but I am getting to that point where I got to slow down also. So
I get it. Life catches up real fast, man. But no, if you go out there and enjoy yourself for another 3, 4, 5 years with her, man, that's awesome. Because she does awesome. Like I'm sure you're worried to death about her out there, but brother, you don't have to be. Like she's probably paying attention, more worried about you than you are her. You know what I mean?
I think the first couple derbies, I spent more time paying attention to her and not actually driving. And now I'm got to the point where I just don't even pay attention to her, just let her go do her thing, and I go do my thing. And she's actually had got me unstuck a couple times, and I would have to get her unstuck, so it's worked out good.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. For the experience that she has, she has very good track awareness. Like she knows what's going on. You know what I mean?
Then that all come on this year. Like last year, she was just starting to figure it out, but still made a lot of them rookie leave the wheel hanging out there. Hey, take my wheel off, kind of hits, but she started learning to put the bumper on people and coming at her, get her bumper pointed at them. And then this year, she just started absolutely driving, like really driving. And I'm so impressed with it. It's crazy, actually.
Yeah, she does really good. Like I said, I watched her run at San Filippo last year, and I thought she did great. And then she comes to the bash, and, I mean, she held her own, dude. I mean, I think she did fantastic.
She did hold her own there.
So
I went back and watched the video, and I was like, yeah.
Here's a question for you. What are you going to do if it ever comes down to you and her?
Oh, I've been waiting for it. I've been waiting all summer for it. I really, really want it to happen. I don't want it to happen in like a 4 or 5 car heat. I want it to happen in the 15, 20 car heat, battle all the way down, then come down to me and her, and we can really just turn it up.
Oh, so you're not shutting off for her?
Oh, God, no. No.
He said, God, no. Oh, that's...
She will never learn to be a better driver if I shut my car off. No. If she's going to beat me,
I get it.
She will earn it. She'll earn it and do it the right way.
That'd be tough, though. I mean, what if she, you know what I mean? That'd be tough.
Yeah. It's 2 years in a row. It come down to me and one of my friends one year, and me and 2 of my best friends the year before had bashed for cash. And when it come down to us, if you were there, we never lifted off the throttle. We stood on it till we everything junk. And I don't care what I break. I don't care what I do. I do it to put the crowd on the feet. That's why I derby. I don't derby, obviously not for money. I don't do it for money. I don't do it for anyone. I've done this my whole life because I love to see the crowd on their feet. That's what gets me. That's what gets me. I don't know. That's what does it.
Well, I'll tell you what. I love watching you out there. You're an aggressive driver. You're a good driver. You can be a smart driver at times. But yeah, we really enjoy watching you. And now your daughter's coming up, and her name's Olivia, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and I think you're going to have a very long future in demolition derbies if she keeps at it, because she's really good.
It comes down to me and her. We're absolutely going to put on a show. We'll junk our cars, and whoever wins, and it'll be a great show.
Well, I'm not going to say that I'm rooting for her, but I'm rooting for her. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but are you guys going to be there Friday night for the festivities?
I would really, really like to. I'm busting my ass trying to get everything done so that can happen. But you know how derby gets last minute.
Yeah, well, I heard through the spinning wheels chat or whatever that you can't really hang with those guys on Friday and then derby, so I get it.
I'm not much of a drinker myself, but if they want to,
well, they say you can.
If they want to partake in my extracurricular activities, we'll see who gets up early.
Right. No, I get it. But But no, Adrian, I appreciate you coming on, buddy. I know you're a busy guy. I don't really want to talk about what you're running at San Filippo. We'll kind of make that as a surprise. I think it's really cool. I don't understand why you junk the really clean ones and build the really bad ones. I mean, you must not just like floorboards or something, or you like your own particular type of floorboards. But that's a whole nother chat, you know.
Yeah, things just worked out the wrong way.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, buddy, you didn't have no luck on picking the car. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it happens. If we're in New York, I'm pretty used to it, so it's, you know,
I get it.
Crush the clean, run the junk one.
I hear you. But no, Adrian, we're all excited to come up there. I can't wait to get there. I love being in New York. The fans are great. The derbies are great. But yeah, I don't want to keep you no more, buddy. I'm staying on for Track Shot Chat and kind of giving us an inside look on what San Filippo means to the drivers, because I don't think a lot of people understand that you don't win no money. There'll be 450 cars there, and the top thing you can win is the cup and that flag behind you.
Cup, flag, and a lot of parts. You get a lot of derby parts. There's a lot of vendors. Yes. A lot of vendors get parts. So if you get, when you get first, second, or third, you get a ribbon, a purple ribbon, and on the back of it, it says what parts you can pick out. So usually tires, fuel cells, battery boxes, shifters, strut risers from Indy CNC. All that good stuff. There's so many parts that you pick up. I come home with, I think, 3 or 4 sets of tires last year, brand new sets of tires. So
that's awesome. That's awesome.
That's the same as winning money, because I mean, you'd have to spend it on the parts anyway. So.
Yes, sir. Yeah, no, it's amazing how the sponsors, like you said, Indy CNC, you got Jeffy's Fab Farm, Derby Life Magazine. You'll have Triple Moon Signs and Designs will be there. You know, I mean, it's amazing what they give out at that show. I mean, Triple Moon Signs and Designs, they gave out, I bet they gave out 15 roof signs last year.
Yeah, it's crazy. And so that's basically what it is. You go there and you're not going there for money. There's 3 classes that are money classes, but no one cares about the money part anyways. So, you go there, basically, it's the end of the year show to finish off your junk, run for the flags, because everyone wants the flags. So run for the flags, jump your shit, and hopefully get lucky enough to bring that cup home.
Yes, sir. Well, I'll be rooting for you in the cup. Unless Olivia makes it out there, then I got to root for her. That's all I'm saying.
One more thing.
No, go ahead. We go ahead. We're in no hurry.
You got to bring your own damn helmet this year. No. Some reason it had this stank of like this loser stank like to it for like, it took a couple derbies to get it out of it, man.
Yeah, there's no way. I didn't have it on long enough for it to stink. The dude, the dude in the psychopath minivan chased me clear across the track. Like, I don't even think I strapped it and was out of the car.
That was a great one.
It was a good one, but I do appreciate you use your helmet. It was funny. You was like, you're going to sweat in it. And I was like, I'm okay with that. And you was like, yeah, I'm not. I was like, oh, yeah.
Oh.
So.
But yeah, bring your own helmet this year.
I will. I'll bring my own helmet this year, Adrian. But no, Adrian, once again, brother, I do appreciate you taking the time out with me. I know you don't like doing this stuff, but I thought you was the best one to actually talk about what San Filippo means to the drivers and stuff. So I do appreciate that.
It took a little convincing to get me to do it, but yeah.
Yeah, I do appreciate it. So thank you, sir.
No, thank you.
deep within, I get lost in the feeling, I just need a win. I'm going off, I know it's time to make a change, and I can take the pain. You wanna sink or swim, I'm gonna go down swinging. Look deep within, I get lost in the feeling, I just need a win. I'm gonna find my way, and I can make a change. I wanna play the game.
You gave up that easy. I just videoed it. I'm gonna send it.
Everyone has to be mature, be butts and nuts, and then there's Bobby.
Fucking Bobby.
Bobby don't like us.